Kauffman Stadium. This is the home of the Royals, the site for our game today. Hits, hits, hits. Well, we'll see whether or not the offense can get it done today. They've got to deal with Danny Herron. Welcome to Major League Baseball. Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. 2K Sports right here on this Friday afternoon. And we're going to see Vin Mazzaro as their starting pitcher. Now, the starting lineup, Mike Scioscia's offense looks like leadoff hitter Howie Kendrick. It was the Angels taking the win yesterday. Good start here, taking the first of 4 against the Royals.
Well, anytime you come into a season, you want to get that first win out of the way early, and they did it. This team did it on opening day.
We're underway here, 1 strike count. Like any other sport, you get long seasons, none longer than baseball. So you get that first one, just make yourself feel good on opening day.
Oh, it absolutely does, and that's the thing you worry about is when you're going to get your first win. Take care of that opening day, and it could set up a great season as we go along.
Tried to track that one down, but comes up empty.
Well, even though you're in the defensive mode like this batter is, there's still no guarantee you're not going to strike out. 0-2 count, very difficult not to strike out, but he's doing everything he can. He took that low pitch to foul it off. Let's see what happens here.
Well, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action with 2 strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
Swings at that fastball. And misses. 0-1.
Now, different year, same story. 2010, the Royals again had all sorts of problems, especially against the American League West.
And it's 0-2. Abreu probably won't try and pull here. American League West is feasting on the Royals at this point. 13-24 last year against the West. I mean, that's a tough run.
It is. Texas Rangers winning 7 out of 9. Oakland A's winning 6 out of 9. I mean, just the quality pitching staff shut down this offense, and the Royals just can't pitch to these other lineups.
Got a chance to check out the Royals defense. Here's what it looks like. And how do you like who's out there, John?
Well, Jeff Francoeur has been one of the best right fielders in baseball for a long time. He'll go get them, and what he does, though, is he absolutely shuts down a running game. An unbelievably strong, accurate throwing arm that always hits the cutoff man. He's a guy that you want in right field with the game on the line.
With that strike, Vin Mazzaro now 0-2.
Oh, that's a swing right there. He wasn't trying to just hit a dribbler the other way. He was trying to hit that one out of the ballpark. Great pitch, though. He just swings and misses.
Ground ball, Morales. And that one gets through for the game's first hit. And it's up against the wall. Don't miss the broadcast tomorrow afternoon. We'll see Miguel Cabrera and the Detroit Tigers. They face the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Going to be a live broadcast starting at 3:30 Eastern. Here's Mike Napoli. He's got a chance to bring a runner in. And not a lot of expectations here. Just a 182 lifetime average against the Royals. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
Had a real strong offensive game last time out. 3 big base hits.
Here's one hit very well deep. That's caught. Side is retired. So they pick up a hit but leave a man at second and fail to score. Let's look at the Kansas City bats. We will when we come. And then on the mound, we'll see Danny Herron. He'll be the starter for Anaheim. And Steve, as you take a look at this Kansas City lineup, what do you think we're going to see?
Well, Herron has good movement on a two-seam fastball in the low 90s, an outstanding curveball as well, but his put-away pitch is that split-finger fastball.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. At the belt, Herron kicks and throws. Swing and a shot to third. And that's in plenty of time for the out. The Royals lineup looks like this. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, I love Mike Aviles. He's a guy who can absolutely catch the baseball at shortstop, one of the best in the game. But what I also like is he can swing the bat, can do a lot of things. Every once in a while, he'll turn on one and hit it out of the ballpark. But he's a guy that's going to be a consistent 300 hitter throughout his career.
Swing and a shot down the left field line. And there it is. That's their first hit of the ball game. The throw, not even close. He's in there easily at second.
Well, he finds a pitch he can drive, and his hands just fly through the strike zone. Perfect execution at the plate. He's in scoring position with just one out.
So a runner in scoring position for Billy Butler.
That's a bit of a rebuilding year for the Angels, trying to retool that offense.
2 men have been put away. Runner on his way to third. Well, they are right around the league average in hitting and pitching, Steve.
You know, and that's just not going to be good enough to make the playoffs, especially in the American League. You need to slug.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. The pitch. Good patience. Alex Gordon letting that one go by. It evens the count.
If he didn't get a chance to see his last ball game, he came up with a shot, took advantage of a pitcher's mistake.
Back there in deep left center. And that's the third out. Abreu grabs it. Some good work there for Dan Herron. Works his... Major League Baseball and Kauffman Stadium. A great combination, and glad to share the day with you. Here's the pitch. That one is hit pretty well. Gordon's there. That's one away. Take a look at what's coming up for the Royals. The series with the Angels concluding on Sunday. And then they'll be going up against Alex Rios and the White Sox. That should be a great series. They really match up well. That'll be a 2-game home series. And they'll be off to take on the Tigers in that bat of Maglio. Big swing on this one. Sends a long, high drive. Deep to right field. Oh, that one's off the wall. He's thinking 3 here. He throws. Not even close to third base. He makes it there and dusts himself off.
Well, he shoots this one out towards the wall, and he's thinking triple all the way. No hesitation running the bases. He cuts them perfectly. And with one out, let's see how they're going to pitch to the next guy.
That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. Swung on and ripped towards second. Aviles has one. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get one.
You know, sometimes you have to hit them where they're not, and that was a shot right there, but they hit it right to the second baseman for an out.
Conga's going to take a shot at it. Good rip on that one, but he missed it on one.
He's an offensive machine last time out, a hitting clinic with 4 base hits in his last game.
Here's the delivery. Swing and a liner to right center. And that's down. Anaheim should pick up a run.
Well, this is exactly how you plan a game. You make sure you take advantage early in the game, get that offense going to get that run on the board.
Here's Romine to hit. Well, this offense is taking some pressure off the pitching at this point, Steve.
That was a good piece of hitting right there. He got his pitch, took advantage of it, drove it, and picked up the run.
And that's going to do it in this half inning. They get that first run of the ball game here in the second. Something to work on. And it's Betterman batting. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. That one's taken care of. The season's still fresh. Here's what the Angels have coming up. This Kansas City series ends Sunday. They'll continue their road trip for the next series The Rays hosting that one, and that's going to be a 2-game trip. And then a home series facing the Jays and their all-star Vernon Wells. That series bound to be competitive. First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball, 1-0.
Well, Dan Herron had a rough start to his season, playing on a really bad
grounder. Morales, and it's plucked off the field, and he steps on first. That's the second out. And certainly for Herron, playing in a bad ball club, high ERA, you get traded, a better team, you see the numbers go down. Can he do that again now on a season-wide basis and be the starter everyone thinks that he could? Smash towards the middle, and Cabrera's got himself a hit. And that's going to bring Jeff Francoeur up.
Now take a look at the Kansas City Royals rankings last year in the American League. Second in batting average, second best in hits. They also showed up in the top 5 in triples, and that's a real credit to their hitting and base running. Aggressiveness coming out of the batter's box.
Line drive. Out, throws on to first in time to retire the side. That's another great leadoff hitter, Howie Kendrick. Last season, the highest average on this club. First pitch, here it comes. Lined right at the second baseman. That's one down. One away, Bobby Abreu in. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. And that's a ground rule double, puts him on second.
Now, Bobby Abreu last season, let's take a look at how he did and where he ended up in the rankings. 6th in walks, 10th in doubles, and speed, a major part of his game, ranked in the top 15 in stolen bases. Let you know that he's a threat to go when he gets on.
Kendry Morales at the plate now.
Well, there's a lot of reasons why the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim could let guys come and go, because they knew what they had coming up, and that's Kendry Morales. Established himself as a power guy in the middle of the lineup, but an unfortunate...
There's a swing, and a ball hit well, straight away center field. A little distance now, increasing their lead 1-3.
This is what the Angels need, Gary. They want hits to continue to add to this lead.
And Napoli settles in. First pitch. Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out.
Well, let's take a look at the Angels and where they ended up last year rank-wise in the American League. 7th in home runs, 7th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in doubles, driving the ball out to the wall, playing a lot of wall ball last year, showing that speed coming out of the batter's box and taking the extra bases.
To left center, and there's Escobar, pulls it in for the third out. Then Mazzaro comes off the mound. He's been hit out of the park once. Alcides Escobar leading it off. Line shot into center field, and it's through. Base hit for Escobar.
Well, a good piece of hitting right there, and anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
It's going to be Kane now. Hit in the air to left center. One away now.
Well, this ball was headed to the gap, but the left fielder got a good jump on it, able to run it down and make the play.
Now State Farm gives us a look at the hit leaders from last year. Ichiro, number 1. Hit in the air to center field. Out number 2. So Billy Butler will try and keep it going. Top 5 hits last year. First pitch is on the way to Butler. Swung on, hit sharply to first. Throw over to second base, a force to retire the side. So Dan Herron out of. And for those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Ball lifted high in the air, deep down the right field line. It's off the wall hard. He stops at second. That will be a double. He's in scoring position now with nobody out.
Well, these kind of hits right here, a double with no outs to start an inning, really puts the pitcher at a disadvantage and puts a lot of added pressure on that pitcher. Now a single can bring home a run.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. This one to Gordon as he gets to it for the out.
Well, he hit this one well, but it hangs up long enough to give the left fielder just enough time to run underneath and make the catch.
Conga's going to take a shot at it. Singled home a run in his last at bat. On the way. Swing and a line to left. He dives. Oh, what a play! And he holds the runner at second. Had to lay himself out, but he comes away with it.
Well, the key isn't the catch at the end. The key is first step. He got a great jump on it, and that's what allowed him to run it down.
Here's Romine to hit. He flew out his last time up. 2 outs and a runner on second. Here's the first pitch. And he got good wood up the middle. Makes its way through for a single. Gonna try to make it home here. Boy, they've opened the door. Can Anaheim go through it?
Gotta love that first pitch fastball right where he wanted. He was thinking right back up the middle. Base hit the center.
So Howie Kendrick, couple on and 2 away. Second in RBIs for the ball club last year. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. Ground ball, Kendrick. Base hit through the infield. Runner should score.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Bobby Abreu will get a shot here with a couple on. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Boy, so many quality at-bats for this offense. The pitcher has to make a pitch here and slam this door shut, or this could get away from him.
So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. Alex Gordon leading it off. At the belt, Heron kicks and throws. That catches the outer part of the plate for a strike.
Oh, Gary, into the 4th inning right here now. They've gotten 3 hits in this one, so they've had a few base runners, but they haven't been able to lump them together to be able to generate any runs so far.
Good patience. Alex Gordon letting that one go by. It evens the count. He went 2 for 9 last year off the Angels. Hit sharply towards the hole. And he's out at first. Good hustle by the pitcher getting off the mound.
Well, that's a good heads-up play. You know, you have to know the hitter and his speed. Don't hesitate. Get over and beat him to the bag.
1 out, nobody on. The first pitch. Line towards second. And that's going to be a base hit for Betterman.
It's nice to get that runner on base with 1 out. Good piece of hitting that single. Now they got something to work with.
Here's a look at the teams who got it done last year at the plate. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Rangers. The Royals second. In third, the Twins. Tigers fourth. And it's the Red Sox number 5. Swing liner back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit for Pena. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Well, nice swing on that one. Be able to pick up a base hit right there. That slider's a tough one, and if he runs it in on your hands, you can be in trouble, but not there.
To right center. That gets down. That'll put him on the tying run up. And Betterman scores.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. Now Francoeur gets set. Tian gets 1. Now on to second. Safe there. Trying for that double play, but they'll get the lead runner. RBI situation. Alcides Escobar. There's a swing and a line drive. And that one's put away to retire the side. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. And it's Kendry Morales to lead us off. He homered earlier in the ballgame.
Quality, productive at-bats, driving in a run, and then the big home run as well. So their team's winning, and he's been a big part of the production.
Here's the first pitch. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
That contributed offensively in their last game with a couple of RBIs. See if he can't do it again today.
swings. Ball is clobbered high, deep to left center field. Tell it goodbye. Add one more to that lead. Fly ball out of here, 4 up.
This is what the Angels need, Gary. They want hits to continue to add to this lead. Well, this wasn't the type of start the pitcher wanted, or the manager wanted, or his team wanted. Now they've got to see if the bullpen can do a little bit better.
It's got to be Napoli. That's 1 down. McGowan into the batter's box. Lined out in his last at bat. First pitch to him. Curveball swung on and missed. Now it's 0-1. Good hard sinker that time. In control in the count now. 0-2. And he pops it up. Foul territory behind third. And Bedemet's able to get to that one. That's 2 gone. And Borges is going to come to the plate. Base is empty with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. Throw in the dirt. He is safe at first. Oh, he has thrown it away. Safe all around. Bad throw. He's no stranger to playing in this stadium. Fans are aware of it, that's for sure. Throws over to first. Didn't look like he was going anywhere. Gets back easily. 2 outs and a man on first. First one to tee in. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a line drive. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. Some cushion for the Angels. And if you've just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. It's going to be Kane now. And Abreu is going to play it. And he meanders over to put it away. Avila's at the plate. One out, base is empty. And here's the first one. Hit in the air to left center. That's 2 gone. So Billy Butler will try and keep it going. Bounced into a fielder's choice as last time. Butler, ground ball. Romine throws on to first in time to retire the side. Well, that's one way. Conga's going to take a shot at it. He'll get things started off as we go to the 6th. Now the first pitch. Grounder, Bedemet, and he'll try to make the play. Throw will pull him off the bag. He is safe at first. And he throws it away, and everybody's safe. Oh, and a wild throw. Here's Romine to hit. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. No one out and a runner on first. And the first pitch. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1. And here's the pitch. Hit up the middle. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. This a great situation for some offense.
Well, he gets a letter high pitch, a good pitch to hit, and he takes advantage of it. Nice job.
Hitting from behind is not an easy thing to do in this game, but a little easier when the pitch is up there.
You throw it over the plate like that, it's going to cost you.
Swung on by Kendrick. Strike 1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there. He got that slider in the strike zone. He got the hitter out in front to swing early.
He delivers. And Zach Miner now 0-2 count. Got him. One away.
Well, check out the movement on this on K-Cam. It clocks in at 85 miles per hour. It's always nice to have that slider in the arsenal when you need the strikeout. He gets the big K right there. That's huge when there's runners on base.
And it's Bobby Abreu at the plate. Swing sends this one on a line to right center. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his fourth plate appearance. And he scores from second base. Yeah, and you know, John, Abreu, he's a model of health. He's never missed more than 10 games since becoming a regular starter.
You know, and the thing I love about him, his patience at the plate, a great career on-base percentage, and he shares that experience with his teammates around him.
Swung on. That ball hit well. Out there to deep left center field. Say goodbye. A 3-run homer. With that 3-run homer, they just extended their lead.
The Anaheim Angels offense unstoppable right now. They keep piling on.
There's a swing. Line drive center field. And yet another hit there, seeing the ball well.
Well, it's now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
McGowan into the batter's box. Popped out of foul territory last time. First pitch on the way. Swung on, line to right center field. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. And Napoli's on his way home. And he's in there. He scores from first. Opposite field hitting. It is a classic piece of baseball.
Especially on that inside pitch. It keeps the defense off guard when you can muscle the inside pitch to right field.
Here's the pitch. That one goes foul. And Zach Miner now 0-2 count.
Well, when in doubt, when you're undecided, swing hard, and that's what he did. But he got the slider, and he swung through it, but a big, powerful swing.
You're out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down. Now, even the pitching signs changed up because of the runner. Didn't seem to make much difference there.
Well, you got to get the job done, whether there's someone on base or not, and he certainly got it done there.
First one to tee in. Here's the pitch. Swings a little early that time. 0-1. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And that's going to do it. Francour's there. So they add 5 more to the total and widen that gap. The Angels dominating this ball game. Alex Gordon leading it off. At the belt, Heron kicks and throws. Swing and a liner to right center. And that'll put Gordon on first base. That will bring Wilson Betterment to the plate.
Well, that's the start this team needed. Get that first guy in the inning up, get him on base, and let's see if they can bring him around to score.
He singled and later scored in his last time up. That swung on and flied to right. That's one away. Pena at the plate. He had a single in his last time up. It's going to be Fernando Rodney on the mound as the Angels turn to him in relief.
But Gary, I tell you, I probably would have let this starter go a little bit longer. I mean, better safe than sorry, but why burn the bullpen this early in the game?
Swinging a drive, deep left center. And Abreu's going to play it 2 away. And that'll hold the runner at first. And Cabrera settles in. 2-for-4 record against Fernando Rodney. You got the bat on that. Borges is there. And he's there to retire the side. No runs on a base hit. They leave. Tonga's going to take a shot at it. He'll start things off here in the 7th.
Well, it's always nice to have a defensive replacement coming off the bench and holding a lead or holding a deficit and giving yourself a chance to win. Now he needs to come up with a big play.
Here's Romine to hit.
You know, they're losing a little bit in the defensive department with this change. It may be geared more toward offense. It's just odd to make this move right now.
2 for 3 thus far. And the first pitch. Liner towards the hole. So Howie Kendrick will come up now.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far, and it comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
And he starts Kendrick out. Swung on, a fly ball heading towards the corner and right. It rolls all the way to the wall. He's heading home. There's the throw. And he's in there. Tremendous base running.
Perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside. Go the other way. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. He's 2 for 9 lifetime off Tejeda. Good eye by Bobby Abreu. It'll even the count up.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Abreu will foul that one away. Abreu fouls it off again.
Well, that's a pitcher's strikeout pitch right there. You get ahead in the count 1 and 2. You throw that pitch up in the zone. You're hoping he swings.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw high, brings it down out at first. Kendry Morales up, runner at third. Had a home run back in the 6th. First pitch to Morales. That one lofted in the air. This one to Francoeur. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. The Angels dominating. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And it's Jeff Francoeur at the plate. Line towards third and foul. And the 0-1 by Rodney. And it's in there, base hit. And that's going to bring Alcides Escobar up.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
The second, there's 1. And a deuce, a double play. It's going to be Kane now. 2 outs and nobody on. The pitch from Rodney. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1.
Well, it's getting late right now. 2 outs here in the 7th inning.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And the side's retired. Borges there to make the catch, and that'll bring him in off the field. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. That'll rest your arm. It's Mike Napoli to lead it off. He's had 1 hit 4 times up.
Well, this is a good move right here. You're bringing in the better defensive play.
Line shot into center field. And it's through. Base hit for Napoli.
Well, that's the start they wanted right there. You get the first guy on with the inning. No outs. Big things could happen now.
McGowan into the batter's box. Doubled homer run in his last at bat. Napoli's at first. The pitch. And that's by him. 0-1.
Well, if you're going to be late on the fastball, you're going to have trouble hitting up here, and he's struggling right now.
Swing and a rocket toward short. And Escobar able to get to that one. And Borges is going to come to the plate. Struck out swinging his last time up. 1 down, runner at first. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, hit. Kane. 2 away. And in the batter's box, it's Tian. Runner on first, 2 away. That's it. Pretty well down the line and left. This one to Gordon. That one's grabbed. Side retired. No runs on a hit, and they'll. Avila's at the plate. He'll start things off. Bottom half, 8th inning. Here's the first pitch. Romine. One down.
It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run. Or he can get a rally started and potentially score a big run in a situation.
The catch is made, and that's out number 2. And it's Alex Gordon now. We'll try it again here. Just one. For 3 thus far. Scott Downs is going to be pitching. He's coming on in relief for the Angels. And this Kansas City lineup, what do you think they're going to get to see from him, John?
Well, if you need to get a left-handed hitter out, how about bringing Scott Downs in the game? Here's a guy who...
Line fair down the line and right. Rolling into the corner. That's going to be extra bases. Gordon going towards third. The throw, and he's in there easily. And Gordon's on his way home. And he makes it. Amazing. And inside the park home run. Wow, what hustle around the base paths. Great stuff.
Look, Gary, the offense showing some life here, but it's been all about the Kansas City weak pitching today.
The first pitch just missed with the fastball. 1-0. Well, this is a situation where you're going to see home runs. You have the other team with a big lead, pitchers willing to throw fat in the strike zone. We'll see if it matters.
Well, and this is the lesson, too, that you can't fall behind this far because, you know, even some good offense.
Hit hard to second. And Kendrick in position. Throws on to first. Side is retired. So they cut into that deficit a bit with a home run, still well behind. Kansas City trying to get back in. Conga's going to take a shot at it. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Foul ball! Now a ball hit high in the air, left field, way back. They add to the lead. Man, what a big day these guys are having. Here's Romine to hit. No outs and nobody on. First pitch. Up the middle. That one gets through for a base hit. So Howie Kendrick will come up now.
Well, he just continues to swing a hot bat in this one. Is that 4 hits for him now? Yes, it is.
Last time up, triple homer run. Runner on first base, nobody out. And he starts Kendrick out. That one is hit pretty well. Gordon's there. 1 away. Runner on here for Bobby Abreu. Oh, he takes off for second. The tag, and they got him. He gets caught on that one. Boy, they didn't wait very long to go.
Well, he went on the first pitch, and he didn't catch anybody by surprise as they looked ready for it. Good pitch to throw. The catcher gets him out.
They thought they had that pitcher read, and he was wrong. First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now. He deals. That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. That'll do it as they put that one away. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. The Angels dominating this ball game. And Kendall's in the box. He'll be leading off the home half of the 9th inning. Crowd anxious to see what he can do here. And he takes the ball 1-0.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get
Up the middle it goes. And Kendrick in position. So Kendall is retired.
just having some difficulty right now trying to make up this ground, and obviously they've got a hill still to climb, and running out of time right now, only 2 outs remaining, so they've got to get something going and keep it going.
1 out, nobody on. And he starts Cabrera out. Looked like the cutter that time for a called strike. Career numbers, .318 batting average against the Angels. Swung on and hit. This one to Borges. That one falls in there for a base hit. And that's going to bring Jeff Francoeur up.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
Base hit his last time. Now Francoeur gets set. Hit hard on the ground towards third. That's 1 and 2. They pull off the double play.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some. Well, the Angels win this one handily. They showed up to play and made it look.
And now let's get a recap of an outstanding. When you take to the road, Steve, any win will do. But when you get this kind of offense, it's very satisfying.
Well, it also sent.
Headed your way in our MLB matchup. It's the Los Angeles Angels against the Kansas.
How do you describe this? Now let's take a look at the lineup for the Angels. It's Ibar at the plate. Loss yesterday for Kansas City. That coming on the heels of losing the first game as well. So right now 0-2 against the Angels.
Well, and this team is just going to have to start making a little bit of adjustments. First 2 games are 0-2. These guys should have come out of spring training firing on all cylinders.
And you can bet they're hungry even though it's early to get that first win.
Yeah, it definitely is, and that's the thing. You don't want to extend this thing to 3 games losing streak. You want to take.
There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. In there, and this is going to be trouble. Ibar's heading for third. Now we'll take a quick look at the Royals and how they line up defensively. So, John, any individual standout?
Well, Jeff Francoeur has been one of the best right fielders in baseball for a long time. He'll go get him, and what he does, though, is he absolutely shuts down a running game. An unbelievably strong, accurate throwing arm that always hits the cutoff man. He's a guy that you want in right field with the game on the line.
Reaches out for that one. He's behind on the count 0-1.
It's tough for hitters to protect both sides of the plate. You can't protect the outside and the inside, especially when you're throwing your fastball down and away.
And it's 0-2. Abreu probably won't try and pull here.
Well, just a little bit out in front of that fastball on that swing.
Here's the pitch. Abreu, ground ball. Butler will make the play. And out. Pitcher makes a nice play at first base.
That was a nice play. Saw the opportunity at first. Didn't waste any time getting over. That's the key. Beat the runner to the bag.
Good hustle off the mound. Kendry Morales up. Runner at third.
And you hate to say that one player can win or lose a division for you, but
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And that gets down and Ibar scores. John, as you mentioned, you look at what happened when Morales left. He was in line to lead the team in the Triple Crown categories, and suddenly he's not there.
Well, not many teams can withstand a loss like that, and they didn't have a lot of power other than Morales in that lineup, so it put too much pressure on everybody else.
It's got to be Napoli getting out in front. Any time of the ball game you want to do that. Now you're trying to build on it.
Hey, Gary, you can never underestimate the importance of an early lead. It can allow the pitcher to go right at the hitters and pitch with confidence.
Can't wait long enough for that one, and he starts out with a strike. And it doesn't hurt to get that starter to throw a few pitches either.
Well, he's going to need to settle down a little bit.
Swing, hot shot, and it's through. Base hit for Napoli. Morales, he's going to try to score here.
Now this separates the men from the boys at the plate. 0-2 count, coming up with a big base hit.
You got to keep battling, and that's what he did, even though that pitch was away. And it's Juan Rivera at the plate.
Now 2010, a struggle. First time in a long time the Angels have not had a winning record against the Central Division. They lack power.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now. You know, looking at what you were talking about with the Angels Central Division, 19-26, Steve.
Well, you know, the Tigers had a pretty good team last year, and the Angels 4-6 against them. They did beat up on Kansas City. They just struggled against the rest of the division.
Foul, straight back. Swung on and ripped towards second. And that gets down, and Morales will score. Leave a pitch over the center of the plate like that, you're going to pay for it.
No doubt about it. Big leaguers take advantage of those kinds of mistakes.
Runners on first and second with one out. There's a swing and a liner. And another. Wow, that hitting coach is smiling. Take a look at what's coming up for the Royals. They wrap up this Los Angeles series tomorrow. Following that, they face Carlos Quinton in the series at home. That'll be against the White Sox, a team that will definitely give them a competitive series. That'll be a two-game home. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. This one to Gordon. 2 away. Martin looking to knock in a run. And he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
They can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. A swing line to left center. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. And Napoli comes in to score. And Rivera comes across to score. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
You want your hitters to go with the pitch. Don't try to force things. The ball's away. He drives it away.
Use the whole part of that plate and the whole part of that bat, and he did.
Kids, you want to learn how to hit? That's how you do it.
Towards center field. And there's the third out. And so they really take advantage of that first inning pitching. 4 runs early. The Angels on top. And out on the mound we'll see Ervin Santana. Anaheim's got him starting in this one. So Steve, what's in store? There's a swing and a line drive. And the leadoff man of this ball game's on board. See if they get it started early. Right now we've got a moment to take a look at the lineup for the Royals. Scouting report, John. How about some picks?
But when he gets hot, he can carry a team, and Billy Butler's a guy that can do just that. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark. He can drive and runs. What I like about him is his ability to hit the ball to all fields. Take what the pitcher gives you. Don't try to do too much. The old cliches, Billy Butler puts him to use and produces runs for his team.
This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. Around third, he's going to try for it. The throw, and he crosses the plate all the way from first base. Well, I was already to mark this down on the card as a double. Put another line in there.
Well, he didn't let up at all, Gary. Great effort on his part. Took a chance, but he made it.
Amazing thing is he was able to do it standing up. He swings on a pitch. That was in the dirt. That's a strike. Whoa. 0-1. Santana kicks and deals. Foul! That's hit foul by Butler. Santana sets and throws. Butler, ground ball. Valdez, and he scores. Boy, he felt he could make it easily. He did. That one ate him up. So he's aboard on the error. And more importantly, a run scores. Now we'll take a quick look at the Angels, how they'll be taking the field defensively. Thoughts, John? Anybody standing out?
Well, Eric Ibar is a guy that can change the game with his glove. Has a great ability to make the acrobatic play, but very solid on the routine play. Keep your eye on him in this one today, Gary. He's going to do something special.
Taken by Gordon inside.
Well, Gary, they're doing what they need to do here right now. If you're going to come back, you've got to get base runners on. They picked up a couple runs, moving closer.
That's hit foul by Gordon.
Foul!
Gordon will foul it off again.
Well, even in a count right there, 2-2. Pitcher throws a great pitch. You know he's looking to try to go deep.
Up the middle. Up with it. Valdez, one. And a double play. They got them both.
You have to love great defense. I mean, that's an unbelievable effort right there and a way to pick your team up in a critical situation.
And it gets the fans into the game, too. I think fans love D. And it's Betterman batting. The career batting average, just one. Swung on, that is hit. And that's going to be a base hit for Betterman.
Now take a look at the Kansas City Royals rankings last year in the American League. Second in batting average, second best in base hits. They also showed up in the top 5 in triples, and that's a real credit to their hitting and base running. Aggressiveness coming out of the batter's box.
Pena at the plate. This at bat underway, 1-0 after that first pitch missed.
Black fastball right there, just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Santana sets and throws. And that's taken outside for a ball 2, 1 strike count. The 2-1 pitch. Pena's going to foul that one away. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And yet another hit there, seeing the ball well. So, our State Farm leaderboard to look at the teams who hit best with runners in scoring position last year. Number 1, the Twins. The White Sox second. In third, the Rangers. Fourth, the Red Sox. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And that'll put him on another hit. And Betterman scores.
Now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
Runners at first and third with 2 away. Hit hard on the ground towards third. Throws to first, side is retired. A struggle that time around for Ervin Santana. Some damage done against him in the first inning. He's got to find it. Illuminated by the big cans above Kauffman Stadium on this great evening. Towards the middle. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. That's going to bring up Bobby Abreu.
Well, let's take a look at the Angels and where they ended up last year rank-wise in the American League. 7th in home runs, 7th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in doubles, driving the ball out to the wall, playing a lot of wall ball last year, showing that speed coming out of the batter's box and taking the extra bases.
Sinker swung on, missed, 0-1. Nothing yet in 4 ABs last year against Luke Hochevar. Swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. This one rolls through to the wall. And he scores from first.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Kendry Morales up, runner at third. Just one player picking up after another, Steve. This is a good offensive show going on, and they're climbing the ladder with it.
Well, you have to credit this line.
There's a swing high and deep into center field. Way back there. Gone! A 2-run homer. Now a 4-run ball game. They just doubled their lead on that one.
This is what the Angels need, Gary. They want hits to continue to add to this lead.
Not in front on that one. Strike one. And we talk about a game of production, Steve. The home run, the runs, they are piling up in this game and so early.
And that's why they really need to get this offense shut down now, or this game could get out of control.
The pitch lined up the middle. Avila's there. And that'll set down Napoli. And it's Juan Rivera at the plate.
Well, this is clearly the right call. He didn't have it at all today. Completely lost out there. You've got to bring somebody in to stop the bleeding. Let's see if they can do it.
Ball!
It seems like they've gone through 3 or 4 different rebuilding phases in Kansas City trying to turn things around. But it seems like in the end, they always end up at the bottom of the division, looking up, trying to figure out what they're going to do next.
First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0. And the Royals, with the tough streak that they are in right now, ending up near the bottom, there just never is any balance there. You get a couple of bright spots either offensively or pitching-wise, and there's never enough to go around.
They need power. They need to develop power from within. Power arms and power bats, because they can't buy it in the free agent market. So anybody who has a chance to hit it out of the ballpark or get a strikeout, they need to hold on to him.
Fastball got him looking, 2 down.
Well, the hitter must have been thinking they were going to come inside there. Instead, they go away with the fastball. They tricked them.
And there's going to be more tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be Pablo Sandoval and the San Francisco Giants. They find themselves at Dodger Stadium to take on the Dodgers. The action gets started at 4 Eastern. Two outs, bases empty. And the first pitch. Smash towards the hole. And another one. It's contagious.
Put a nice swing on that one. He was sitting on fastball, got fastball, rips it to right field. Nice job.
McGowan into the batter's box. First year, rookie year for him. A runner on first with 2 outs. First pitch, here it comes. Swung on, liner to right. That one gets through for a base hit. This a great situation for some offense. Opposite field hitting. It is a classic piece of baseball.
Especially on that inside pitch. It keeps the defense off guard when you can muscle the inside pitch to right field.
That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball down and away. It's awfully tough to center that ball and make solid contact. That time he couldn't even make any contact.
Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So they strike for 3 more runs here and widen that lead even further. Some cushion for the Angels, a 4-run. Alcides Escobar leading it off. That's it, pretty well down the line and left. And Abreu is going to play it He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out. The season's still fresh. Here's what the Angels have coming up. Final game with Kansas City is tomorrow. And they'll be taking on the Rays, led by MVP, maybe, Devin Longoria. Boy, there's some great competition in that set of games. That'll be Tuesday and Wednesday. And then a home series facing the Jays and their all-star Vernon Wells. That should be a great series. They really match up well. There's a swing and a liner towards first. And Morales gloves that one. 2 down. Aviles at the plate. Looking at last year's numbers, a very good 292 against the Angels. And Santana's wide that time for a ball.
Trying to get the ground ball out. You throw that 2-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. He makes contact. Line drive. That'll do it as they put that one away. 3 up, 3 down for Urban Santana. Tough start. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Swing liner back up the middle. And that gets through for a base hit. And that'll bring up Eric Ibar.
Well, a good piece of hitting right there. And anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
And when he gets on, he gets in. Number 2 in his team in runs last year. On the way. Ibar, ground ball. Boy, they've opened the door. Can Anaheim go through it?
I tell you what, he can really swing the bat. He is some kind of offensive player, and really the guy this offense looks to. They want to get him on in front of him.
And it's Bobby Abreu at the plate. That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. 1 away now. That keeps those runners at first and second. Now batting 1 away. Here's Kendry Morales.
Well, one of the more bizarre injuries I've ever seen on a baseball field, or any field for that matter. How about hitting a walk-off home run and then breaking your leg in the celebration to end your season? That's what happened to Kendry Morales in 2010.
This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. It's back towards the wall, and he still puts it away. With that, they'll hold the runners at first and second.
Well, they followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
Here's the first pitch. Swings at that first delivery. Curveball by him, 0-1.
I don't know if you got a chance to see his last ball game, but he picked up 2 hits in that one. Swung the bat well.
Can't catch up with that swing, and a miss, and it's now 0-2.
Well, a lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. And that's going to do it. Francour's there. No run. And it's Billy Butler to lead it off. Top 5 hits last year. And Santana's wide that time for a ball. A 1-0 pitch. Swing and a hit by Butler. Rivera to field this one. And he gets over and grabs it with 11. Now let's see how the top hitting teams measured up last season, courtesy of State Farm. The Rangers number 1, the Royals in 2nd, the Twins 3rd, Tigers 4th, and it's the Red Sox number 5.
When you watch this team today, one of the top hitting teams in all of baseball last year, you can't get frustrated as a pitcher pitching against them because they are going to get base hits, but you're going to have to bear down, and if you're going to beat them, you better hope you're getting a lot of double play balls because there's always going to be guys on base. Only 1 out here in the inning, so a good opportunity here if they can string a couple hits together to make this a very productive inning.
And it's Betterman batting. Not real favorable numbers over the career matchup, hitting only 164 against the Angels. 0-1 the count right now after he fouled off that first one. And Morales picks it up. And they get him at first base. Good hustle by the pitcher to get over there.
Now, great work by the pitcher there. He's normally not called upon to play first base. He does a nice job completing the task and getting the out.
And the first pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And he's there to retire the side. Good work. Another good inning. And it's Juan Rivera at the plate. He'll dig in. Start of the fourth inning. Here's the pitch to Rivera. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. This one to Francoeur. Roams over, puts it away. Glode settles in. Base is empty with one away. Here's the delivery. That one lofted in the air. Foul! And that one goes foul. He deals. Grounder, Betterment. And through for a base hit. 3 for 3 on that one. Glode keeps running. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
Spotted by Pena. That one swung on, it's lined. He's out at first base. Nice play on the coverage.
That's a well-executed play right there, Gary. He hustled over, got to first base, and touched the bag.
Thought he might have had a strikeout there, but he's involved in the out anyway. Two outs and a runner on third. The pitch. Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left. This one to Gordon. And that one's put away to retire the side. They get a man to third. It's Melky Cabrera to lead it off. And he starts Cabrera out. Line fair down the line and right. And that one is in there. His second hit today. And that's going to bring Jeff Francoeur up.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that. First guy getting on. You have one or two big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
And Santana's wide that time for a ball.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
And two, a double play. Around the horn they go, and they rack up a couple of outs.
That's a pitcher's best friend, but also a manager's best friend as they get the double play.
And Escobar settles in. 0 for 1 thus far. And this is hit in the air, foul down the left field line. And that's the third out. Abreu grabs it. Boy, how about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. Angels still protecting this lead. And for those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. This one to Francoeur. And he gets over and grabs it with the left. It's Ibar at the plate. Nobody on base, one away. Here's the first pitch. Hit up the middle. And it's in there. He continues to get on base. That's hit number 4 in this game. That's going to bring up Bobby Abreu.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game. Well, you know, the thing I like about Bobby Abreu is his consistency. This is his 9th year with the 2020 club, 13 years of 15 home.
Ball lifted high in the air, deep down the line in right. And out of here, a home run, 2 runs, 1 swing. They add a couple more to the lead now, a home run and a 6-run lead.
This is what the Angels need, Gary. They want hits to continue to add to this lead.
One out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. A smash towards the hole, and Butler gloves that one. And so with 2 outs in the inning, here's Mike Napoli. And Napoli settles in. First pitch. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. This one to Francoeur. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. Well, they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. The Angels dominating this ball game. It's going to be Kane now. 1 for 2 in the ball game. The ball there. Santana misses.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
Swung on, contact. This one to Rivera. That one's caught. Now State Farm gives us a look at the hit leaders from last year. Ichiro number 1. Robinson. Cano is second. Third is Adrian Beltre. Fourth, Billy Butler. And Nick Markakis, he's number 5. Line towards second, played by Ibar. So Aviles is retired. So Billy Butler will try and keep it going. He was in the top 10 and averaged a year ago. Hit in the air to left center. And Abreu's going to play it. And that's going to do it in this half inning. And a good half inning there, gone in short. And it's Juan Rivera now. The pitch. Swings and misses. The good change right there. 0-1.
Well, you talk about a guy who just corkscrewed himself into the ground. Bad timing.
There's a swing and a smash. As he hauls it in. Glode settles in. He doubled his last time. 1 out, bases empty. And here's the first one. And he squares around, gets down the bunt. O'Sullivan on to first. That's out number 2.
Well, not a bad thought, trying to get something started, getting on base to start some sort of a rally, put some pressure on the defense, but didn't work out that way.
And he gets this one by him. 0-1. Swung on and missed. Behind now. 0-2. Taps this one foul to the right. Oh man, there's the big bender. Struck him outside, retired. No scoring here, ending this half inning. Angels 9, Kansas City 3. And it's Alex Gordon now.
Had a big shot last time out. Swinging the bat very well. Took advantage.
Swung on line to right center field. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. That will bring Wilson Betterman to the plate.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
Fastball too low. 1-0. Last season, only occasionally getting it done. 3 for 24 against the Angels. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. Rivera to field this one. And he gets to it and puts it away. And it's Pena batting. Flew out last time. Runner at first with one down. Here's the first pitch. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. That's 2 gone. And they just tried to hold him there at first. And Melky Cabrera stands in.
Hoping to try to continue some momentum off of his last game when he picked up 3 base hits. See if he can't keep it going.
Towards center field. And he's there to retire the side. Only 5 pitches. And here's Martin. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far.
Now driven in multiple runs in this one, Gary, and obviously a major part of why they're ahead.
He delivers. Swing and a line drive. And Escobar able to get to that one. Valdez in the batter's box. He flew out his last time up. Base is empty with 1 away. First pitch. Lined right at the second baseman. Oh, and he gets to it. Now we got a moment here to take a look at that one again, Steve. Great job all around.
Well, defense running on all cylinders out there right now. It's coming together.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. This one to Gordon. That one's grabbed. Side retired. Well, that's one way to keep your pitch count down. They wrap that inning up with 3 pitches. Stretch time here in Kansas City. And it's Jeff Francoeur at the plate. 0 for 2 thus far. Hit hard to second. And Ibar picks it up. Retiring Francoeur. And Escobar settles in. Popped out. Foul ground last time around. Now Napoli sets the target. Line towards second. And Ibar gloves that one. It's going to be Kane now. They're trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And he gets that one down. His second hit. 2 for 4 today. And that will bring Mike Aviles to the plate.
Well, you know, Gary, I tell you what, most major league hitters would not even offer at that pitch. But this guy's one of those rare guys that absolutely loves that pitch down and in. That's why he got that hit.
2 outs and a man on first. First pitch to him. He got the bat on that one. And Abreu's there. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. And it's Bobby Abreu now. He deals. Swung on. That ball hit well out there to deep left center field. And it hits off the wall. Abreu on his way to third. So with nobody out, they get a runner at third. Let's see how much that triple adds to their win expectancy on the WPA graph.
Bobby Abreu last season. Let's take a look at how he did and where he ended up in the rankings. 6th in walks, 10th in doubles, and speed, a major part of his game, ranked in the top 15 in stolen bases. Let you know that he's a threat to go when he gets on.
Here's the pitch. Can't catch up with it. 0-2. Swung on and ripped towards second. And Morales retired. Here's Mike Napoli. He's got a chance to bring a runner in. He's had 1 hit 4 times up. Only 1 out. Runner on at third. And Napoli settles in. First pitch. And that runs high, 1-0. 250 is average last season against the Royals here at Kauffman Stadium. And Mike Napoli swings and misses at that one, and the count is now even. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And Mike Napoli doesn't pull the trigger. That'll be strike 3.
Let's take another look at that pitch. It's a two-seam fastball in K-Cam.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking at a fastball like that.
They set him up beautifully with the change of speed, but you still think he'd be able to at least try and take a hack.
And on third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Rivera. Swings and misses at the fastball, 0-1.
Well, this is where he has to make a pitch. They haven't made this pitch all day long, but you've got 2 outs in the inning. Stem the tide, get out of this inning, leave it.
There's a swing towards the hole, and Betterman puts that away to retire the side. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you he swings and nails a liner, and Ibar gloves that one. And it's Alex Gordon now. 2 for 3 thus far. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch on the way to Gordon. That one's drilled to short, and it gets down. A 3 for 4 game. Good hitting job. That will bring Wilson Betterman to the plate.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits. Right now so far, and it comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
He sends this one in the air towards center. Now it's 2 down. Pena at the plate. We're trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Runner on first, 2 away. It's going to be Kevin Jepson on the mound as the Angels turn to him in relief. And that misses, 1-0.
You know, for a pitcher to be successful, you want to keep the ball off the sweet spot of the bat.
Drill towards third. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. No runs on a hit. Glode settles in. First pitch on the way. Swing and a line to left. And that's going to be a base hit for Glode.
Well, you talk about a guy who's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
McGowan into the batter's box. Struck out swinging his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Goodwood hits it right back up through the pitcher. Gets one at second. Avila's for 2. Here's a look, 4-6-3 on the double play.
Now, that's the way they teach you, whether you're at second base or shortstop. One fluid motion, get it out of the glove and get rid of it.
And here's Martian. Got a couple of RBIs thus far. First one to Tian. Here's the pitch. Chased one that time, 0-1. Grounder, Betterman. And that is not in time. He's aboard at first.
He goes right with the pitch and slaps the ball into left field.
And if you try and pull that pitch, you're probably not even going to get the bat on it.
That's a ground ball to second base if he pulls that one.
Pitch on the way. That one hit pretty well, but it goes foul off to the right. Here's the delivery. This one swung on and driven hard. That's caught. Side is retired. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. And coming up, we'll see the Royals. It's Melky Cabrera to lead it off. Drove in a run earlier in the game. A swing line to left center. And Cabrera's got himself a hit. And that's going to bring Jeff Francoeur up.
Well, you're talking about a guy who's swinging a pretty hot bat right now. His 3rd hit of this ball game, and it comes with nobody out in the inning.
Ground out victim last time through. Now Francoeur gets set. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. As he drops back and puts it away. And Escobar settles in. 1 out, man on first. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
He has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
Drilled towards the hole. And he's safe in there at first. Good offensive chance here.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
With a weight hit in the air to center field. 2 away. Avila's at the plate. He's had 1 hit 4 times up. Two men on and 2 men out. Here's the pitch. Swung on grounder. This might be it. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Now, so many things fell in the right place for Anaheim today, and a chance.
As we present our Player of the Game award. And when you take to the road, Steve, any win will do, but when you get this kind of offense, it's very satisfying.
Well, it
Well, if you can get one deep. Now, the starting lineup. Mike Scioscia's offense looks like this. Eric Ibar leading it off. Royals losers last night. It has been a dismal series so far, losing games 1 and 2. Maybe a shot here to hopefully. Ibar, ground ball. And Escobar picks it up. And Ibar is retired. Now we'll take a quick look at the Royals and how they line up defensively. So, John, any individual stand out?
Well, Jeff Francoeur has been one of the best right fielders in baseball for a long time. He'll go get him, and what he does, though, is he absolutely shuts down a running game. An unbelievably strong, accurate throwing arm that always hits the cutoff man. He's a guy that you want in right field with the game on the line.
At the belt, Hughes kicks and throws. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, that changeup down on the way is so tough. It's really one of those ones, all you can do is spoil it and hope to get the next one.
Swung and a fly ball. It goes foul. Trying to get him to chase. It's a slider, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And Rivera watches that one go by. The count is even. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball got him 2 down.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
It's going to be Napoli. There's a swing and a drive. Deep right field. This one to Francoeur. And that one's put away to retire the side. No hits, nobody left on. And a good defensive half inning. Just look at the Kansas City bats. We will when we come back. Out on the mound, we'll see Jhoulys Chacín. Anaheim's got him starting in this one. Steve, he gets going here against Kansas City. What do you think we're going to see from him?
Jhoulys Chacín really coming into his own at the major league level. Aggressive, attacking the hitters. When he throws strike one, it makes him that much better. That fastball can jump on him pretty effectively. Sound mechanics for him on the mound.
One 0 on the way. There's a bullet towards third. And he's on. That's a nice way to jumpstart your offense. Right now we've got a moment to take a look at the lineup for the Royals. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
But when he gets hot, he can carry a team, and Billy Butler is a guy that can do just that. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark. He can drive and runs. What I like about him is his ability to hit the ball to all fields. Take what the pitcher gives you. Don't try to do too much. The old cliches, Billy Butler puts him to use and produces runs for his team.
Line drive. Over to second for one. To Morales, but it's not in time to turn the double play.
Well, they get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
Top 5 hits last year. Liner towards the hole. He's on board way ahead of that play.
Well, you want leaders, both statistically and in the clubhouse, and this guy is that guy. He can get it done. He got it done all season last year, and obviously someone they're counting on this year.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. Chacín gets set and delivers.
Foul!
He delivers. Swing, liner, back up the middle. And that'll put Gordon on first base. Now here he comes, heading for home. And he'll come in to score.
Well, this guy's helping his team get off to a good start. Not only does he drive in a run here in the first inning, but now he can also make something happen with his legs.
Now we'll take a quick look at the Angels, how they'll be taking the field defensively.
This team has struggled defensively as you take a look at the number of errors that they've made. Last in the division overall, so it's been a major problem in comparison to the teams they're competing against most closely.
Here's a look at the teams who got it done last year at the plate, brought to you by State Farm. The Rangers #1, the Royals in second, in third the Twins, Tigers fourth, and it's the Red Sox #5.
When you watch this team today, one of the top hitting teams in all of baseball last year, you can't get frustrated as a pitcher pitching against them because they are going to get base hits, but you're going to have to bear down, and if you're going to beat them, you better hope you're getting a lot of double play balls because there's always going to be guys on base.
They come out strong, putting a run on the board early, with Kansas City on top, 1-0. And it's Kendry Morales to lead us off. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Hughes, 0-1.
Well, that's just one of those the pitcher says, here it comes, try to hit it. Fastball hitter, he wanted that pitch, he just didn't quite come up with the swing.
That falls in, first hit of the ball game for this club.
Well, good piece of hitting right there, and anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
Runner on here for Bobby Abreu. And in this lineup for Mike Scioscia, a key role played by this guy. Good pitch that time, and it's 0-1. Last year, very good .278 average against the Royals in Kansas City. That one in play, Kane to field. One away.
Well, let's take a look at the Angels and where they ended up last year rank-wise in the American League. 7th in home runs, 7th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in doubles, driving the ball out to the wall, playing a lot of wall ball last year, showing that speed coming out of the batter's box and taking the extra bases.
Into right field for a single. Boy, they've opened the door. Can Anaheim go through it?
Well, not many hitters have a lot of success with that pitch down and away, and this guy is absolutely no exception to the rule, but he dropped the head of the bat on it, didn't do too much, and drove that ball for a base hit.
Down the line in right, and that's in. That should bring Morales home. And Morales will score. And that will score the run. Tie broken. They've got the lead. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double. And Mark Tien up. And some production being seen in this game early. They've got a chance now to extend the lead.
Gary, we just saw.
That one's drilled to short. Picked up by Escobar. And he gets in there. No problem. He boots it. Here's Romine to hit. One out with runners at first and second. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. 2 away. And the runners will have to hold at first and second. And Eric Ibar looks to drive in a run. Second in steals for the ball club a season ago. 2 men on and 2 men out. Now Ibar gets set. And Hughes outside the zone. That'll be a ball. At the belt, the 1-0. That one swung on a miss by Eric Ibar, and that strike evens up the count. 273 his average last year against the Royals here at Kauffman Stadium. On the way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
A big part of the offense in last night's game with 4 hits. They'd love to see it again today.
The 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Eric Ibar. So they scratch across 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 left on. LA's Major League Baseball and Kauffman Stadium. A great combination, and glad to share the day with you. And Melky Cabrera up. Rivera to field this one. No problem for him. That's an easy out. And mark your calendars. This Friday, we'll see Brian McCann and the Atlanta Braves as the Philadelphia Phillies come to town. Things get underway 7:30 Eastern. And it's Jeff Francoeur now. Hard grounded to short. Romine. Retiring Francoeur. And Escobar settles in. Base is empty with 2 outs. Swing and a rocket toward short. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. It's fouled away. Here's the 0-1 from Hughes. And Betabit's able to get to that one.
When you play at third base, you have to expect the ball to get on you quickly. But I don't think anybody expects it to get on you that quickly.
And the first pitch. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1.
He just reared back and said, "Here it comes, big boy. Here comes my best fastball." He busted him inside with it.
And 2 strikes on him now. Mike Napoli, he'll take a look at these next pitches very closely. Spotted by Pena. Napoli will foul that one away. Here it comes. Another foul ball as Napoli digs in.
Well, the pitcher did exactly what he wanted to do on that 0-2 count. He wanted him to swing the bat, and he did, but he just fouled it off. Great piece of hitting.
That last one just got away from him. Now that unwanted base runner.
Well, sometimes the fastball just gets on you, and you can't get out of the way. No matter how ready you are for the pitch, he couldn't get out of the way there.
Well, and you hate to say that one player can win or lose a division for you, but boy, when Kendry Morales went down with that devastating injury.
Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. Out number 2. And he'll go back to first. On tap for the Royals. This Los Angeles series ends today. Nothing scheduled for them tomorrow. Following that, they face Carlos Quinton in a series at home. That'll be against the White Sox. Great series there. That'll be a 2-game home series. And they'll be taking on the Tigers, led by Carlos Guillen, a team that will definitely give them a competitive series. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
You want your hitters to go with the pitch. Don't try to force things. The ball's away. He drives it away.
Use the whole part of that plate and the whole part of that bat, and he did.
Kids, you want to learn how to hit? That's how you do it.
Avila's there. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So no run. It's going to be Kane now. First pitch on the way. Up the middle. And Ibar picks it up. And his throw is in time for out number 1.
Now credit the second baseman with a well-executed play right there. Comes up with the ball and quickly gets it from his glove to his throwing hand and throws him out at first.
Avila's at the plate. He had the most stolen bases on the ball club last year. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. And it is through. The tying run is on. So that brings up Billy Butler.
Well, you're going to manufacture runs. You need to have somebody who can move, and that's what he does. And he gets on base and takes the extra bases as well.
And Butler's a guy who's always had a good eye at the plate at such a young age, and that's why he's so disciplined and gets good pitches to hit.
Gets down. The go-ahead runs on base. John, I'll tell you something. For Billy Butler, getting on base in this day and age when we talk about on-base percentage, how about the fact he's got one real good number in that regard?
Well, you know, the power numbers are going to be the key as those walks improve, and he understands 2-0, 3-1 counts. That's the pitch to look to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
2 men have been put away, and that keeps the runners at first and second.
Now take a look at the Kansas City Royals rankings last year in the American League. Second in batting average, second best in base hits. They also showed up in the top 5 in triples, and that's a real credit to their hitting and base running. Aggressiveness coming out of the batter's box.
And that's going to be a base hit for Bedovic. And they get the tying run home.
Well, anytime you see a pitch that far outside, you have to marvel at the fact that how did he get such a good piece of wood on it? But he did, and he got a base hit.
Pena at the plate. Oh, great job. That one swung on its line, and he's there to retire the side. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. Peter Borges leading it off. He doubled home a couple in his last at bat.
Well, game's tied right now, Gary, and obviously he drove in 2 runs in this game. Let's see if he can do some more.
And here's the first one. Ball. That one's going to be too low. Hughes missing. Here's the pitch. Ball. Down and away for ball 2. Cut on and missed as he was out front, and it's 2-1.
Well, that's an awfully big hack for such a slow off-speed pitch. Came up empty.
Swing and a miss by Borges, and the count is knotted up. He swings and drives this one. And that retires Borges. 1 away. And Mark Tian up.
Now his 2 RBIs helped contribute to the offense in last night's ballgame.
First one to Tian. Here's the pitch. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses with that fast ball. He got to the plate 15 ABs last season, but only 2 hits off the Royals here at Kauffman Stadium. Here's a swing and a line drive. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on board.
Well, he did his job right there, getting on base. Now with 1 out, let's see if they can move him around and get him in scoring position.
Runner at first with 1 down. And the first pitch. This one swung on and driven hard. Now it's 2 down. And they just tried to hold him there at first. Eric Ibar stands in with 2 down. 0 for 2 thus far. At the belt, Hughes kicks and throws. That one in play. Kane to field. That one's grabbed. Side retired. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Tied still here in Kansas City. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crux, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Cabrera will foul that one away. Melky Cabrera not fooled by that. Count is evened up.
3 big hits in that game last night, and they'd love to get that contribution again today.
And it's fouled off. Swung on and hit. This one to Borges. One away. The season's still fresh. Here's what the Angels have coming up. This is their final game with Kansas City. Schedule's open tomorrow. There's another stop on the road trip. The Rays hosting that one. That'll be Tuesday and Wednesday. And then a home series facing the Jays and their all-star Vernon Wells. That series bound to be competitive. Swing and a line to left. Gets down. The go-ahead runs on base. And that's going to bring Alcides Escobar up.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Grounded out last time. One down, runner at first. And Escobar ready for the first pitch. And Chacin missing low with that one.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
Comes set, now the 2-0. You got the bat on that. Borges is there. That's the second out of the inning.
Good pitch right there. Got the hitter a little bit out on his front foot. Easy fly ball to center field.
It's going to be Kane now. Here's the first swing and a hot shot. And he gets it through. That's his second hit in the ballgame. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Well, even though they lost the last game, he had 2 big hits, and that's a good sign if you're the manager of this team that he's starting to swing the bat really well.
Aviles at the plate. Last season, his team second high in hits. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. And there's Rivera. Pulls it in, third out. So, no. And one. Rivera to bat. He's our first batter here in the 5th. First pitch, here it comes. That's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 from Hughes. Strike 2, no balls, 2 strikes. Rivera now got to protect that strike zone.
Well, the pitcher has him right where he wants him, on the defensive. He could try to throw it out of the zone and get him to chase.
You're out. Curveball, got him, one away.
Here's the curve on K-King.
A breaking ball right there gets him to swing. You can see that back leg kind of jelly bitten a little bit.
We've really used the off-speed pitches during that at-bat to get it over with. It's got to be Napoli. Looking at the numbers, last year he hit 200 against the Royals. Ground ball, Butler, and he cannot cut it off. This one rolls through to the wall. And he ends up at second. That's a double.
Well, a good job right there getting on base here with 1 away, standing on second base. Now a single will score him.
We'll see Kendry Morales man at second.
Well, one of the more bizarre injuries I've ever seen on a baseball field, or any field for that matter. How about hitting a walk-off home run and then breaking your leg in the celebration to end your season? That's what happened to Kendry Morales in 2010.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. That's going to one hop off the wall. And Napoli comes in to score. Morales, guys, has had to watch the replay of that broken leg that he had. It's got to make him sick. I mean, there's no way you want to leave a season, and certainly not that.
I mean, just awfully. It's his first career grand slam. Imagine that. And then you hit the walk-off, you come to home plate, you jump up in the air, you land on the plate, and just tear up your ankle. Just a tragic end of the season.
At the belt, Hughes kicks and throws. And that one's off the bat of Abreu. 2 down here in the inning. Tonga's going to take a shot at it. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a shot down the left field line. And that's in. That should bring Morales home. And Morales will score. Leave a pitch over the center of the plate like that, you're going to pay for it.
No doubt about it. Big leaguers take advantage of those kinds of mistakes.
And Borges is going to come to the plate. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game.
You know, Gary, that at bat we just saw could.
And that one's hit. Francoeur to field. That'll do it as they put that one away. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand a man. LA's got the lead now. And it's Billy Butler to lead it off. And a base hit is last time up. And on the mound, we'll see Matt Palmer as they make the pitch. Swung on, line to right field. He throws, and he gets in there, no contest. So Alex Gordon will come up. Last time up, flew out. A runner on first, no outs. First pitch on the way to Gordon. Fastball just misses, 1-0. Last season for him, 2 for 9 off the Angels. Plazas, and now the 1-0. Hit in the air to left center. And Abreu's going to play it as he gets to it for the out.
Well, he hit this one well, but it hangs up long enough to give the left fielder just enough time to run underneath and make the catch.
And it's Betterment batting. And an RBI single his last time to the plate. He deals a shot up the middle, and that gets the tying run on board. Kansas City gets a shot at it right now.
Gotta love that first pitch fastball right where he wanted. He was thinking right back up the middle. Base hit the center.
And here's the first one. Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left. Off the wall and left. There's the throw. No play at third base. He gets in there with time to spare. This is a great situation for some offense.
The 3 hits and a loss there last game, but I tell you what, he continues to swing the bat like this. They're not going to have many losses in the column.
Swung on and hit. This one to Abreu. 2 away. Butler around third, headed for the plate. And Butler's home. 1 run on that one, so we get to see what that does on our win expectancy chart. 2 down. Runners at first and second. Now Francoeur gets set. Swing and a line drive. And that'll get him aboard there on a roll. And Betterman scores.
Well, you see the pitch down in the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at bat is the discipline to keep your head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down to the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
And Escobar settles in. Whoa, it is happening now. It may be a little late, but then again, they've got momentum. Hut shot towards the hole. And he'll step on first to retire the side. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. Even game here in. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. There's a swing and a line drive. And he can't make the play. This could be trouble. Tien going to third. Stops at second. 2-bagger.
Well, you can't ask for a better way to start the inning. A leadoff double. Now big things can happen.
Here's Romine to hit. No one out and a runner on second. And the first pitch. Swinging a liner to left. Makes its way through for a single. That sets up an opportunity for Eric Ibar.
Well, anytime your pitcher gives up 10 hits, there's a pretty good chance he doesn't have a lot going for him in the game. And I think if I'm the manager, I'm going to head out there and bring the hook with me.
Only one hitter had more runs scored for the ball club last year. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it. Got him to swing right through it.
The pitch. Foul. That's hit foul by Ibar. And Pena setting his target. You're out. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Eric Ibar. Boy, that's a big out here late in the ball game. A high-intensity 4-pitch job.
That's a beautiful piece of pitching. I tell you what, the pitcher was on top of his game. He knew what he needed. Contact couldn't be made. He gets the strikeout and keeps that runner on third.
Swing and a drive, deep left center. That one, a one-hopper off the wall. There's that first run. The throw, and a second run is across the plate.
Now this pitch comes right down Main Street, and boy, he just takes advantage of it, ripping a knock.
His eyes were lighting up on that pitch. That was just when he could put the bat on easily. Here's Mike Napoli. He's got a chance to bring a runner in. Offensive production. There's a swing and a smash. That's 2 gone. Here's Rivera heading home. And the throw. And Rivera comes in.
With less than 2 outs, this is what you want to do. Think about the middle of the field. Make contact, force him to make a play, and pick up an RBI.
Kendry Morales at the plate with 2 down. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
Well, now they're putting some distance between themselves and their opponent. With at bats like that, keep tacking on the runs and pulling away.
Ground ball, Morales. And yet another hit there, seeing the ball well. That's going to bring up Bobby Abreu.
Well, he's having a heck of a day so far. It's his 3rd hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
First pitch to Abreu. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And over the wall. That's going to be 2 bases on the ground rule double. The opportunity for offense is right now.
Bobby Abreu last season. Let's take a look at how he did and where he ended up in the rankings. 6th in walks, 10th in doubles, and speed, a major part of his game, ranked in the top 15 in stolen bases. Let you know that he's a threat to go when he gets on.
Near first. And he'll step on first to retire the side. A strike for 5 base hits in this inning and 3 runs up. LA's got the... It's going to be Kane now. 2 for 3 thus far. Can't get him to chase that one outside. Ball 1.
I looked locked in last night the way he swung the bat. Good stroke, good contact. See if he can't get it going again today to add those 2 hits from yesterday.
And misses below the knees. Ball 2. Fastball can't catch the corner. He's behind 3-0.
The last thing you want to do as a pitcher is walk the leadoff hitter in any inning. All they can do is set up bad things for the remainder of that frame.
Here's the pitch. That fastball is in there. He lays off it. Now at 3-2.
A good four-seam fastball right there. You have to know yourself. He didn't think he could catch up to it. Better off to take it.
Steve, all you get's trouble when you do this. A leadoff walk.
Boy, how many times does the leadoff man end up scoring? Most of the time.
Well, after a long, epic battle, this at-bat ends in a walk? Are you kidding me? Someone should have got struck out.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And Abreu's going to play it. That's 1 down. Those who led the league in hits last year, brought to you by State Farm. Ichiro number 1. Robinson Cano is 2nd. 3rd is Adrian Beltre. 4th, Billy Butler. And Nick Markakis, he's number 5.
Well, the more people you get on base, the more chance you have of...
Oh, and he takes off for 2nd. And it's not in time, and he beats the throw. Butler, ground ball. And he'll get in there without a play.
These are the kind of moments where young hitters like Alex Gordon can win over their teammates and fans, Gary.
There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. And Abreu's going to play it. And that one's put away to retire the side. So they can't. And Borges is going to come to the plate. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far.
They're winning here, Gary, and one of the reasons why is because he's driven in a couple runs in this one.
Here's the first pitch. There's a ground ball. Paul Betterman lays out, back up. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. A tremendous diving stop here, and what a throw.
Well, look how he makes the catch on this thing and shifts his body to get in throwing position from his knees.
And Mark Tian up.
Now you go back to that injury, Gary, and those are always very difficult ones.
That's it. Pretty well down the line in left. And it's off the wall in left.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
Here's Romine to hit. Singled and scored his last time around. First pitch, here it comes. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards third. And it gets through. A 2 for 4 ball game. And the run gets in. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
It's Ibar at the plate. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Offense coming to life late here, tacking on additional insurance runs, taking the pressure off the pitcher.
And Zach Miner now 0-2 count. Well, they may not have put it away, but they sure are making it a lot easier for the guys coming out of the pen.
Well, they wouldn't mind making it a little bit easier right now. Another big hit could really put it out of reach here, Gary.
The pitch. Foul ball! Another foul ball. Ibar hacking away at the plate.
Well, even though you're in the defensive mode like this batter is, there's still no guarantee you're not going to strike out. 0-2 count, very difficult not to strike out, but he's doing everything he can. He took that low pitch to foul it off. Let's see what happens here.
And Juan Rivera to bat. He tripled home a couple in his last at bat. Here's the pitch to Rivera. Strike one. Swings and misses. The sinker, 0-1. He had a respectable 3 for 9 last year off the Royals here at Kauffman Stadium. Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Rivera now got to protect that strike zone.
He just rears back and throws this one. A little something extra on it. No chance of putting it in play.
And that half inning finished with a strikeout. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. Gets at the plate. On the way. Cutter misses badly, 1-0.
Well, Gary, with this big a lead here in the 7th inning, it's incumbent upon the pitcher to throw strikes. Get outs right now.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind, 2-0. Now the 2-0. Hit in the air to left center. And Abreu's going to play it. And he gets over to take care of business. And it's Pena batting. Base hit is. Last time. Base is empty with 1 away. Now the first pitch. Grounder, Morales. He's up with it. And he steps on first. That's the second out. And it's Melky Cabrera in the box now. 2 outs and nobody on. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's in there, base hit. All the way to the wall. Cabrera's heading for third. Throw low in the dirt. He is in at third. And he makes it. Amazing. And inside the park, home run. Wow, what hustle around the base pass. Great stuff.
Kansas City getting clutch hitting here, Gary. They've drawn close. A couple more big hits, and it's their game.
Line towards second. Played by Ibar. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Narrow their deficit a bit. They pick up a run on the dinger. A display of determination coming from the. It's Mike Napoli to lead it off. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Here's the pitch. Napoli hits this one. And Escobar picks it up. And that'll set down Napoli. Now batting 1 away. Here's Kendry Morales. 3 for 4 thus far. First pitch to Morales. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Well, you talk about a guy who just corkscrewed himself into the ground. Bad timing.
And Zach Minor now 0-2 count.
Looking for the ground ball out, trying to get the hitter to roll over on it. Throws that sinker on the outside corner.
Changeup swung on and missed. That's the out, number 2.
Well, you take a look at the pitch sequence right there. 3 straight quality strikes.
Well, tight games like this, you get going late. You love to get these outs as quickly as you can.
Well, quickly and efficiently, and the best way to do it is a strikeout. No room for error right there. Gets the big one on 3 pitches.
Line drive. And in there. He gets that one down. That's his 3rd hit, 3 for 5.
Well, he's having himself a day right here in this one. 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far.
Well, Bobby Abreu last season. Let's take a look at how he did and where he ended up in the rankings. 6th in walks, 10th in double.
There's a hard comebacker right through the center. And it goes through. That's a base hit. And now a 3 for 5 day. Good game.
Well, he's having a heck of a day so far. It's his 3rd hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
Runners at first and third with 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Adam reaching that time. Strike 1.
Well, a perfect location right there. When you're a hitter and you see a ball and it's in the strike zone for a long time like that one was, you start your swing early and then it breaks out over the plate. There's nothing you can do to hold up.
He fouls that one off. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a ground ball. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. No runs at a... And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League. And this one's up the middle. Played by Ibar. Retiring Escobar. It's going to be Kane now. Drew a walk as last time. Base is empty, 1 out. Shot towards the hole, and it gets down. A 3-for-4 game. Good hitting job.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far, and it comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
1 out. Runner on at first. First pitch. First pitch inside. Ball 1.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch. Didn't get the strike.
To deep right center. Gorgeous. Roams over. Puts it away. And that will hold him at first.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
Now, here we go in a big moment. It's Billy Butler. And that gets through. The tying run will come to bat. A look at the teams from last year who stepped up big with runners in scoring position, courtesy of State Farm. The Twins, number 1. White Sox in second. Third spot, the Rangers. Fourth, the Red Sox. Number 5, the Royals rounded out.
Nothing demoralizes a team more than being able to hit in the clutch, and this team is one of the best at it in baseball with runners in scoring position. You think you get a guy out, the next guy beats you. This team just sends one after the other.
Swing and a liner to right center. That's down. Runner could come home. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. Easily to the bag. They didn't make a play. And so they bring in 2 here. A couple of RBIs on that swing. Let's see what that does for their win expectancy graph.
Good hitters just thrive in situations like this.
Hit hard on the ground to short. He's up with it. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. They pick up 2 runs, 3 base hits, and leave the bases empty. And here's Mark Tian leading it off. He doubled and later scored in his last go-around. First one to Tian. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. He's hitting .333 lifetime off Zach Minor. And here's the pitch. And that's a strike. Mark Tian's going to have to take very close approach on the next one.
A great changeup right there. You see how far out in front of it he is?
Back up the middle. Escobar, neat glove work. And that'll set down Tian. Here's Romine to hit. Doubled homer run in his last at bat. Nobody on base, 1 away. First pitch to him. There's a smash towards the hole. And Butler comes up with it. What a catch. Eric Ibar stands in with 2 down. Struck out swinging last time. swinging a drive deep into left field, racing back, warning track wall, off the wall on a hop. The throw, not in time, way ahead of that play.
You'll take getting on base anytime, any inning. It just doesn't matter. And here with this double, maybe it's a chance to get a 2-out rally started.
Ibar's on at second. Here's the pitch to Rivera. He swings and nails a liner. And he's in trouble. He's tagged out between first and second. And it's Pena batting. Scott Downs is going to be pitching. He'll be the closer for Anaheim. Swung on and hit. This one to Borges. Able to make the grab on that one. 1 out.
Went out here in the 9th inning, and obviously in a situation where you're looking for outs. You can't allow somebody to score, but if you can get an out, do what you need to get it.
1 out, bases empty. He delivers to right center, and that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on.
Well, anytime you're sitting on the bench, it's hard to tell what a pitcher's really throwing unless you're getting in that batter's box. You come off the bench very cold like he was and delivers, that is huge.
So, Jeff Francoeur is batting. Line drive. Late throw, he's on at first.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
Here's the pitch. That one's low and away. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Lost the grip on that cutter, and it's a 2-0 count.
You know, for a pitcher to be successful, you want to keep the ball off the sweet spot of the bat. The cut fastball does that.
And that's going to be another hit for them. Here comes a runner for the plate. And he scores, and we are tied. That hit knocks in a run. We take a look at the win expectancy graph. It's going to be Kane now. Definitely some clutch production we're seeing out of this lineup, Steve.
Now, he got the job done with that swing. Tie game now, bottom of the 9th.
Gotta love it, don't you? You stay in the whole ball game, and you come to the 9th and you're behind. You get to the bottom half, and here you are. You're right back in it again.
Well,
lined right at the second baseman. Got one. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs on to it.
that ball was hit extremely well, but fortunately, the second baseman had him played perfectly. Mike Aviles loves this sort of situation. He's persevered.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And that gets through for a base hit. And game over. The winning run scores, and that's a wrap.
Well, the hometown fans going home in celebratory fashion, Gary. But Gary, Kansas City pulls this one.
All right, here we go. It's that time. And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win.